really good
we got another
but
game.
you know what? Speaking of doubles, we have two new names on the board, and yeah, I don't know if you know about the LemonTea Sora. I got to play it this past Kingdom last Tuesday. Pretty good. You know, it's a pretty good character. You know, he knows what he's doing. He's definitely been putting in the work. It doesn't really fit the LemonTea play style. I did tell that to him. I asked him, like, is this a character that's meant for you? He's like, you know, I'm trying to make it work. I know Wolf and Fox are two completely different characters, but you know what?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not even about, you know, your play style. It's just playing the character that you wanted the most in Smash. And finally, guys, we have Sora. We can finally say Sora is in the game, and he's finally here for us in Fusion.
Yeah, LemonTea really going to have to show off like how he's been starting to build at this character. I mean, as you mentioned, those fast followers in Fox and Wolf often were LemonTea specially in order to provide so many mix-ups, but here he is trying to mold his own playstyle, forge something new. But against Pharaoh, that's going to be rough to do as we see that forward air come out super clutch because, hey, Pharaoh, no shortage of experience in and of himself, because he not only did he get to play against multiple Soras in the case of players like Malarson, who he fessed with recently as a good up smash out of shield comes out, but also he took games from Tweak Sora. That's nothing to sneeze at, and this Yoshi is a lab fiend and an absolute monster to deal with if you give him the ability just to run all over you. And Yoshi, one of the premier characters at going air to air, which Sora generally likes to be in.
Yeah, one thing to keep in mind is despite, you know, the lack of character knowledge in the matchup for Pharaoh, we also got to keep in mind, you know, there's going to be some things that may go in his favor as well. Stuff like that, you know. Although Sora may be a new character in this game, there is one thing to keep in mind. The combo game of Yoshi or any character does not change. Those combo games, if you're still consistent, as Pharaoh is with all the Yoshi combos, you're still going to be able to give players like LemonTea a hard time who are still trying to learn the character in Sora. But still keeping it pretty even, though. I can't take that away from LemonTea.
Yeah, he's still holding his own. We see some of the loop combos coming in from the like Nair and Fair 1 into the landing Nair/Fair 2, which have similar but very important distinctions in their hitboxes, using the Sonic Blade to get back to ledge. Oh, he's going to Nair that shield. No, he's respecting Yoshi's buttons and how good Yoshi's down air is. Speaking of down air, here comes with a down air of his own. He's trying to find that. Oh, he armored right through it.
The super armor coming in clutch for Yoshi. I mean, even me as a Yoshi main, that even shocks me. You know, you got hit by at least 4 of those Blizzagas, and you still did not even freeze to your death. That
usually it only takes 1.
Yeah, it usually only takes 1. But you know what? One hit use of the Sonic Blade and then into the up smash, that is good. That is a good call out. That's stuff that you probably wouldn't see too often. And now, you know, the Nair trains are going to come into effect. One thing to keep in mind, Sora doesn't have the best combo game, but he makes good use of what he can, and LemonTea doing a solid job making sure that this game is as even as possible. Not going to get to punish his Pharaoh, though.
Yeah, I love the drift mix-up. He instead had the Sonic Blade going forward and has instead headed backward, and it keeps him alive in this game. Nair hitting on the other side as the up smash completely whiffs. Has to recover, but Sora definitely can do so. The roll-on is scouted by Pharaoh, but he doesn't find the punish, yet the up air out of disadvantage, fighting through Sora's combo game, which sometimes, if you're not 100% like firm on your execution, there are windows where characters can throw out quick buttons, and Yoshi has that Nair, he has that up air to just come in, break your combos, and even potentially, with like a light character like Sora, kill off of it.
Yeah, and there's one thing that Pharaoh loves to state about, you know, Yoshi in general. If you go to him for advice of how to play Yoshi, the one thing that comes to mind is mash. Sometimes it will work.
Yeah.
Sometimes it is literally the option. You're in disadvantage, mash your jump. You're in disadvantage, mash an attack. You will get out of it eventually, and with, like I mentioned before, Sora's combo game isn't the most consistent. At a specific percent, it doesn't work anymore, some of those trains. And some of those trains aren't even true with those Nairs. So, you know, you got to be very careful with how you decide to approach the Yoshi matchup, especially because the jump armor, the combo game of Yoshi, just being able to break out a lot of things. Just be very wary about what options you go for, because Yoshi is not going to make it easy for you.
No, not at all. When you can contest Sora where he's at his best, on top of having additional, like, just big hitboxes and armor, you really have to be on point. And I like how LemonTea is starting to retreat a lot with these aerials. Come down with these fair ones, which can potentially combo into things like jab, into things like F tilt at really high percents. But I like how Pharaoh's responding to it. It's like, all right, I got blown up for 90 just because I was trying to recklessly approach things like back air. I'm just going to throw my eggs and see how you deal with it now, because you're going to have to start throwing out these aerials preemptively, and Yoshi can start whiff punishing with some of his insane anti-airs.
One thing I want to see more coming out from LemonTea is the usage of, his magic a little bit more. Just put a little bit more pressure. Yeah, you can play the patient game and just wait for your chance to strike, but you have Pharaoh, you have Thundrago, which haven't been doing too much for you, but you know what? They're tools in your kit that can definitely force Yoshi to play a different play style as Pharaoh's doing right now. He's just trying to play campy. And no reason to approach, and he knows if he does just like that, he's going to be put in very bad situations. But barely living it out right now is Pharaoh, and not going to get the punish. Usually we see Pharaoh hit those up airs. This time he's going to miss it.
Yeah, and get an up air for his own as well. LemonTea, that Sora's up air, an incredible move. Not only is it large, but it does a ton of damage. As another whiffed punish on Pharaoh's part as that Nair out of shield gets that quick 1-2, 1-2-3 combo. Very nice stuff from LemonTea. Putting on a quick 23. That could have been another punish, but the star, LemonTea not respecting the space that the star comes out as a forward that comes down.
Living it out still. Yeah, wow, and I love what LemonTea does right there. Opting to fade back, knowing that Pharaoh was going to go so deep, and even the taunt, whether that was intentional or not, Pharaoh goes along with it and is going to get punished hard for it. 75%, finally going to get the stock, but all the damage has finally been done, and LemonTea is not stopping. He is putting a lot more aggression now coming into this second half of this game 2.
Yeah, he's throwing out some of these uppers, finally catching the backer, not letting Pharaoh run off these platforms as reliably. Another backer catching the roll in. Pharaoh's got to find new ways to approach if he wants to get another touch in. That pivot cancel F-tilt was a good one.
I loved it. Although the finish wasn't there, just the idea that you just played good mind games with Pharaoh, with Yoshi, yeah, that was almost just godlike coming in from LemonTea. Once again, Pharaoh's going to escape that, and he's going to get a good percentage on the board on LemonTea. Yeah, despite the percentages, you want to keep in mind, Sora is a very light character, but Yoshi is also at kill percent, so the stock is going to be taken.
Yeah, he may be a light character, but Sora, no shortage of strength. That up smash is ridiculously strong, but Pharaoh trying to close out this edge guard, looking for a back air, gets a tech chase, but hard committing to the tech in, which means we're back at neutral, which is great for LemonTea. Another dash attack.
Wow. Yeah, that's one thing to keep in mind as well. Nairs drag you in. They will suck you all the way back to where you once were. And LemonTea putting in the damage already 80%. And the Thundaga coming in real clutch. Not going to get the stock, but still 100%. You are looking very tasty for death right now. The up B comes out, not going to steal the stock. Yeah, we can't get too happy about that one yet.
He parries the egg, dropping the platform, still living. Pharaoh going to go out there looking for the kill. Respects the up B. Yeah, you got to respect the mix-up there. But LemonTea had pretty frequently cutting it off at 1 or 2. Love the jab.
Nice
Sora's jab, low-key, is just inverse Crom jab.
Yeah.
It's a crazy hitbox.
Yeah, can never sleep on it, and not going to get the final hit, and going to get punished for it is LemonTea. That is not something that you want to see. Unfortunate way that it didn't work, and once again, the jump armor coming in clutch right there for Yoshi. Going to save him, but still, Yoshi is one hit away from death. But one thing to keep in mind...
So you're saying there's a chance.
There is always a chance. One thing to keep in mind is Yoshi is going to combo you still at this percent, and it's also max rage Yoshi, so one bad mistake can definitely cost LemonTea right now. But what? Thundaga, yeah, LemonTea's just going to play the passive game. No reason to approach, just going to wait for that one hit, maybe a back throw, up throw though.
Yeah, up throw does have the potential to kill, but it's significantly later than back throw. Yet from center stage of PS2, might not have trusted it. And great drift on Pharaoh's part, respecting the up B. It's a frame 9 option out of shield, but Yoshi can be much, much safer as the clock is starting to wind down. That F smash angled up as well.
Oh, but the Blizzaga coming in clutch. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Pharaoh was going to be able to make it back. Yeah, he was a little too high to be in any deficit to make it back. But the back throw finally is going to come in clutch and enough to seal the stock. Yeah.
Just enough.
Sometimes, you just got to shake it off. I mean, LemonTea does not look phased whatsoever. Just seeing his face, he's happy he got the win. Just getting a win on Pharaoh says a lot in general. That's a good win to start. Two great players. We're going to game 3. That Sora's finally starting to kick up. Hopefully it can finish the deal. If not, Pharaoh's just going to maybe run away with this one. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah,
He was making a comeback.
Pharaoh looked really, really strong in the latter half of Game 3, especially with how much of a deficit he was at that final stock. LemonTea really thriving in that low percent combo game in order to gain momentum, but at the same thing can be said for Pharaoh. Look at that quick 75 and looking for the kill with the down air. If you're getting that full hit, would have sent straight up and Sora probably would have died.
There's one thing that I respect Pharaoh for is starting to use that dare a lot more often than not, because before I would tell him dare is a tool that is very good in Yoshi's arsenal. Just knowing how to use it is going to be a huge game changer for a lot of Yoshi mains. And now, you see, Pharaoh has a great lead to work around, also has a LemonTea off stage. Is not going to get the full kill yet, but no need. Sometimes, sometimes you just don't press the button, or sometimes the button just does not come out. The Sonic Blade is going to cost a LemonTea that stock, but nothing put your head down for. It's still a very doable game.
Oh yeah, 80% is absolutely a percent you can come back from, especially with all of these platform tech chases that LemonTea's been getting rather consistently. That F-tilt gets Pharaoh off of him as he keeps looking for vertical kill moves, but that time the F-tilt into up tilt will come through for Pharaoh.
Yeah, there's a thing with Yoshis, and I'm one of them that do it, where if you miss input egg roll, just go along with it. Hopefully it'll work out, and hopefully you'll get some damage. I know it's done wonders for me, because a lot of opponents do not expect the Yoshis to just run along with it, but you know what? Still going to escape it, and still has a pretty tasty percent on Pharaoh right now is LemonTea, but still, nice weight right there from Pharaoh.
Yeah, that really shows that even if LemonTea may be a little bit experienced in the specific Sora
That's double
SD.
Well, we're going to get the stock. You're not out of it yet. Never count out anyone. Everything and anything is doable in the world of Smash. But you know what? Pharaoh is going to play a little bit more passive. Just going to wait for LemonTea to throw out attacks, which at this point, he is the one that has to be doing all the approaching, and hopefully can capitalize on it.
I'm surprised he's not throwing out the counterattack when we see the egg roll. I know it's an accident and you're not expecting it. But Sora's counterattack, not the greatest counter, but it is rather strong and forces Yoshi out of that move and potentially even into an edge guard situation. But that high recovery consistently from Pharaoh, getting him away from things like Thundaga and getting him away from all of the danger that Sora can throw out there.
The damage is finally being displayed right now in LemonTea's favor. Going to use the Sonic Blade and get punished for it. But you know what? He's finding the opening to finally get some damage going in his favor. Can definitely take the stock as soon as possible, but you know what? Pharaoh is going to play a little bit more grounded, a lot more defensive, but still going to get punished. Not going to get killed yet, though.
Yeah, going for the down throw back air. That time, Firaga into Sonic Blade, keeping it alive, going for the Nair out of shield yet again. LemonTea, whenever his shield has been touched, most often than not, he's been going for things like Nair, going for things like up B, and at this high percent, that may be what he needs. Ooh. But the call out on the dash back just before Sora's F smash comes out, the big Yoshi boots kick him right into the heavens.
It hurts to see it, but you know what? That's kind of how the cookie crumbles. You hate to see two SDs coming out from a player like LemonTea. It's not really something you'll see often on his end, but you know what? He is trying to make Sora work, and I respect the fact that he is sticking to his roots and, not opting to switch off to Wolf or Fox for the matchup, which I'm pretty sure is more than capable of dealing with Pharaoh. But you know what? It wasn't really so much that Pharaoh had his number. It was just LemonTea made a few grave mistakes that cost him that Game 3 specifically. But you know what? That Sora looked pretty clean.
The Sora was not. It was like coming together, but with a bunch of key mistakes that just come with learning a new character.
Yeah.
I mean, you could see it with players that were starting to pick up more characters across the board, right? You can think of Larson, who is also here today. He had to hold a lot of L's early on when he was learning Aegis, starting to figure out, like, okay, how do I play a more rush-down, swordy type of character instead of the more passive zoning that Lucas is more known for. And, I mean, here he is at the other end of that tunnel,